Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a Life of Pi book review. Book and movie review. So, let's get started. So I read the book like a month ago, and I just watched the movie. It took me a while to make myself watch the movie. So first, I want to talk about the structure of the story. Just kind of like the way it happens. I really like how they have the author in this. I like because it gives such a good background when it starts the story being like, me as the author went to this guy and talked about this and I got his story. I liked that. Another thing I really liked right off the bat was that he practiced 3 religions. I think that was awesome. I really liked how diverse he was with that. And I really like his name, Pasheen. Or how they would say it in the movie, pissing. With the accent. I felt so bad when all the kids were teasing him. Anyway, we're doing book right now. Okay. And then, so for the book, I like some of the words they use. Like, one of the ones they use is lampoonery, which I had to search it up. Obviously, I don't know what that is off the top of my head. And it says, ridiculing severely the character or behavior of a person. So, it was easy to guess the context because this was when the kids were making fun of him at school. But I thought that was a good use of the word. Also, it says on my notes here, I don't remember because it's been a month. It's actually been like 2 months. The quote on page 78. The only quote on this is business as usual. And then at the top is the end of a quote from the page before. You know, I'm gonna skip that one. But anyway, also on my notes, I really liked, going back to the religion thing, how even though all the priests and his parents said he has to pick one religion, that he stuck out with 3. It didn't happen in the movie, but it happened in the book when all 3 of them got together and they were like, oh, you're actually like practicing all religions. Like, no, you can only pick one. You can only have one God. And he was like, no, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And also, my notes are scattered so much, but going back to the plot way, I like how throughout the story, they'll cut back to Yann Martel, the author, asking Pasheen about his story. I like that. And I thought, when I first started it out, I thought that like 95% of the book would be him stuck on the boat. It seemed at the beginning to take a long time to reach that point, which I realized it says here, chapter 33. So that's like, let's see, that's like that much, this much of not on the boat. And at first I was like waiting for it, because I knew that's what happened, and it seemed to take forever, but wasn't disappointed. Oh, I forgot about this part in the book. They explain Americans as pink, fat, and friendly. I thought that was so good. It's such an accurate description. Oh yeah, this there's this part that confused me. I think it was right kind of at the beginning, where it was like going back and forth from him and Richard Parker on the life raft to him like getting into the water. Like, it seemed like it was very close in the timeline, but it kept flipping back and forth. I remember being confused at that part. Oh, and in the book at the beginning they mentioned Winnipeg a lot, and I was like, hey, that's cool. I live around there. Oh, and I really like how he has names for all the animals. Like the orangutan is Orange Juice. I love that. So he survived 227 days. Like, that's crazy. When I wrote on here in the book, I guess I forgot about it, he tried to eat Richard Parker's feces, which I put, bleh. That's disgusting. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, but okay, I put beautiful writing on page 240. Let's see what it is. Okay, it must be this part. I'm just gonna read it. Oh, actually there's a lot. I guess maybe I thought I put this as what I was referring to, but just controversial writing. Like, when it is light, the openness of the sea is blinding and frightening. When it's dark, the darkness is claustrophobic. When it's day, you are hot and wish to be cool and dream of ice cream and pour seawater on yourself. When it is night, you are cold and wish to be warm and dream of hot curries and wrap yourself in blankets. So it's basically, a nice way of saying you always want what you don't have. Oh, and then I put on here gross that he has to eat the heart, liver, and eyes of the fish. And in the movie I feel so bad too because he's a vegetarian all his life. He prays to God so much, and then he had to kill the fish for Richard Parker and then eventually for himself because he lost all the food. Carnivorous Island was pretty cool too. I don't remember in the book it being full of meerkats. It looked like a weird cult thing, but in the book I think it was a lot more descriptive, and the movie was kind of just like a fleeting thing. So overall, I think this book was really good. I give it a 4 out of 5. It took me a while to read it. A lot of people read it in school, but I didn't. So I'm glad that I got around to it now. I'm definitely not disappointed by it. So that was it for the book review. So now I'm going to move on to the movie review. Oh, right at the beginning of the movie, it was so funny when they were telling, when they were explaining how he got his name. And then his grandfather, or it was because his grandfather went to all these pools, like everywhere he went, that's what he did. Instead of bringing souvenirs back, he went to swim in pools. And there was this one he loved in France, it was called Piscines, I don't know, something that starts with an M, not important. But I remember when they cut to the scene, when he was about to dive in, he was like, fucking buff as fuck. He was like straight faced, and then he just like dove in. It was so funny. I'm gonna see if I can find a screenshot and I'll put it up. I like how the author and main character dynamic is still there in the movie too, because I know in a lot of movies that they don't keep the same aspects of the book, which I'm actually happy with this. The book to movie adaptation was pretty good. There's just a few things left out. The main one I can think of was in the book when he kind of goes blind for a bit. They didn't really touch on that in the movie. His eyes got blurry, but when he was blind in the book, there was like another boat somehow also shipwrecked or stranded, and you know, now that I'm thinking about it, it could fully have been just his imagination, but also 90% of the movie was his imagination. So they also didn't put this in where the guys, like, they're like fighting each other, and then because the guy's like hungry, he's gonna like eat him, like be cannibal because like you're desperate, and then Richard Parker eats him. Yeah, they didn't have that in the movie, which I'm fine with. I don't really want to see a human get eaten by a tiger, so. Oh, and I put the first glance of Richard Parker is so pretty when he's going there as a kid to see the tiger up close, and the tiger's walking towards him, and then he has the meat in his hand through the bar. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna lose his hand right off the bat. It's like coming close, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so nervous. And then his dad comes in and he's like, no! And then he like grabs him and then he makes him watch him eat a goat, which I remember that in the book. I don't know if it was specifically a goat. I know he made him like eat an animal, and he was like, see? Tigers are dangerous, don't do that. Oh, and then I guess they didn't put this in the book. He didn't meet a girl in the book, I don't think. But in the movie, he met that girl that was dancing. And of course, like right after their short little romance, his dad's like, hey, we're moving to Canada. Oh, and in the book, the raft sounded a lot bigger to me. So in the movie, I was like, damn, no wonder he was always floating away on the other one if that one was so small. Oh, I hated it when the hyena ate the zebra. That poor zebra was so helpless, and that hyena was annoying as shit. It also ate orange juice. I liked orange juice. She was nice. As nice as an orangutan could be, I guess. Oh, and the scene where the water is like completely like glass smooth, and like the clouds in the sky are yellow, and he's like on the raft, and then the tiger's on the boat. It's so beautiful. And then also, like this, I guess my book doesn't have it, my book's just Richard Parker on the front, but like the movie cover, if I remember, it's like when he has his shirt around his head and he's standing on the boat, and then Richard Parker's kind of like perched on the other side of it, and it was just like such a good snapshot. I understand why they put that as the cover. Oh my god, I actually felt bad for Richard Parker, and I totally understand where he was coming from when he saved him, because when Richard Parker jumped into the water, which I'm pretty sure he didn't do this in the book, to get the fish because he was so hungry, and then he couldn't get back in, and he was like, what what's his face? Pi, he grabbed like the hatchet thing and he was like, let's kill you. And then like he looked down and then Richard Parker's face was just like all wet and looking up at the water, and it was so cute. It was just like reminded me of a big cat, and I was like, oh my god, you can't kill him. And then he didn't, obviously. I knew that before, but still. But it was so cute. And then when he was like so helpless trying to get up, it was sad. I was like, he would kill you in a second, but it was sad. So I really enjoyed the movie. It was really good. I thought, because it was 2 hours, the main reason I didn't watch this movie a long time ago was because I thought it was going to be so slow. I was like, 2 hours of someone stuck on a boat? I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, you know what? I might as well read the book first. I saw it at a secondhand store. Then I was like, well, if I read the book, I'm going to do the movie, obviously. And then I watched that, and it was really good, too. So I'm glad I picked up this one and watched the other one. And I enjoyed it both a lot, even though it took me a while to watch the movie. I don't know why I'm like that sometimes. But, for the book to movie adaptation, 9.5 out of 10. Pretty accurate. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I recommend that. Yeah, that's it for this book and movie review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Honestly, I just want to pet Tiger now. When in the movie, when he was just like, when they were both like gonna die, when he got bleary-eyed and the tiger was like dead from like the fucking waves coming on the boat on that one storm, and his head was just in his lap and he was petting him. I was like, oh my gosh, so cute. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's any other book to movie adaptations that I should read and watch the movie to, let me know. I'll be happy to check it out. And I will see you next time. Bye!